Hello from Brunswick. Today on YouTube, it's Dolphins basketball. Richard Bland and Brunswick Region 10 action here today. Statesmen come in at 6-7. They are winless on the road, 0-3, 2-3 in Region 10 play. Dolphins are 24th ranked in the country. They are 15-3 overall, 9-0 at home, and 1-1 in Region 10. Hi, everybody. Chris Sheeman with you. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for Richard Bland. Statesman and head coach Guillermo Cabrera coming off a big win against Caldwell last Friday, 68-48. It's the first time winning back-to-back games this year, third time this season, holding an opponent under 50 points. This is a very good defense today for the Statesmen. And today they start number 0, Jermaine Costin Jr. Number 2 is Dove Fishburne. Number 4, Andy Ramirez. Number 5 is Jude Angeville. And number 11 is Doyle Brown. And now for Walter Shaw and the Dolphins. They're coming off that win. They haven't played since the 17th because of weather. So they beat Gaston on the 17th, 68-63 here at home. They held the Rhinos under 32% shooting and just 1 of 21 from 3. Darius Kane had 12.7 rebounds and 5 assists. Elias Bowser and Mari Latham with 11 points each. And today, Walter Shaw is starting number 1, Elias Bowser. Number 4 is Darius Kane. Number 15, Victor Alayo. Number 22, Linwood Rowe. And number 33 is Zion Gardner. So these two teams were supposed to play in Virginia when the storm hit. So obviously that did not happen. So now, Dolphins start a stretch of 4 or 5 at home here in the first 2 weeks of February. Today against Richard Bland, and then Wednesday against Cape Fear, and then next Saturday, the rematch against Salkehatchie. For the Statesmen, this is the start of a 3-game road trip. They will be at Wake Tech Wednesday at 6 p.m. 2 very good defenses here today. Richard Bland leads Region 10 in defense, allowing just under 70 points per game. Brunswick's opponents are shooting under 39%. That is the best that is the 13th best in the NJCAA. They are also 18th in three-point defense at 28.8%. So like we saw in the last home game against Gaston, this could be a game in the 60s, in the 50s or 60s, as a matter of fact. And the good thing for Brunswick, even though they have that offense at 19.5 points per game, they have won these grinder games too. They got a win at Hartford that was played in the 50s. So this is a Dolphins team that can do it a number of ways. They haven't been shooting the 3-ball especially well down the stretch of the season. So Guillermo Cabrera in his second year for Richard Bland. As the Dolphins almost turn it over there, Kane able to recover. Top of the key, Linwood Rowe. Dolphins on the opening possession of the game. Rowe looking to pass it and through the hands of Zion Gardner. So Brunswick starts with a turnover. Limited possessions today. Richard Bland averaging just 72.2 points per ball game. But as I mentioned, leading defense, just under 70 a game allowed. 11.8 steals per game for Richard Bland, second only to Salkehatchie in Region 10. And Andy Ramirez leads Region 10. He's 7th nationally, as the 3 is way off by Angeville, but it's off Brunswick out of bounds. Andy Ramirez, 3.3 steals per game, 7th in the country, tops in the region. And I know, folks, that your scoreboard is going to be kind of blinking in and out, fading in and out like that. There's not much we could do about it. It's just the way that the sun comes in during these 3 o'clock games. So hopefully by the second half that will be okay. So 0 for 2 on 3 for Richard Bland. Ramirez missed the second. Now Bowser in the corner. Linwood Rowe on the block. Darius Kane ball fake, back out to Bowser from way downtown. No good on the 3. And on the fight for the rebound, we got a whistle called on the Statesmen. I think they were holding Linwood Rowe, who was going for the offensive rebound. Scoreless start, and again, a game we expect to be in the, if it's in the 50s or 60s, that's, benefit Richard Bland. And if the Dolphins can get their offense cooking, like they have so well at home this year, well, then it could be a long day for the Statesmen. That's that defense right there. And that was not a jump ball, believe it or not. They called a 5-second call. A blast from the past from the officials. You don't see that called very often. A 5-second violation, but it's the correct call. It's just not something that's called a lot. So Richard Bland in the front court. It's Fishburne. A couple of returners here. Costin Jr., one of them, in and out on the jumper. Rebound Gardner. There's Kane forcing the alley-oop, and Costin, kind of a mistake there. He had his back to the ball, or he would have recognized that ball was not coming anywhere near where it would have been a turnover. Instead, it's a foul for Richard Bland. Statesman fans, welcome to Brunswick County. Our last game featured 76 free throws. So there's going to be whistles today. It's Bowser driving. Bowser. Brunswick knows this. Richard Bland is going to figure this out. Probably in the first media timeout, Guillermo's going to go to him and say, hey, they're calling everything. Let's attack. This is exactly what the game was against Gaston for Brunswick. Just going at guys. You know, initiate contact. You know you're going to get the whistle. You go to the free throw line. Elias Bowser off on his first. Bowser, what a season for him. 13 points per game. 84% free throw shooter on the year for the Dolphins, who are not great from the line overall. Bowser gets 1 out of 2, and we're on the board. 1-0 here in the first 2 minutes. Into the forecourt is Fishburne. Brown now. Doyle Brown with the handoff back to Fishburne. Here's Ramirez faking it, attacking it. Nice job getting Gardner in the air, but couldn't get the bank shot to go. Break there for Brunswick. Linwood Rowe looking to push. Dolphins looking to attack, scoop, and score. First field goal from Linwood Rowe. And that's what you want to do if you're Brunswick. Linwood Rowe, 11.8 points per ball game, by the way. Get out and run on this defense. Don't let them get set when you have those opportunities. And it's 3-zip Brunswick. Again, it's Ramirez. Double team comes. Ball swung to Brown. Brown, the midi is good. First field goal for Richard Bland. Doyle Brown, their leading scorer. One of the best scorers in Region 10 at 18.2 per game, 43% shooter. Rowe up top. Here's Bowser. Back to Linwood. Linwood for 3, no good. Rebound deflected to Bowser. Extra chance opportunity here for Brunswick. Down low they go to Gardner. Gardner misses the first. Volleyball taps it back up and in. Zion Gardner, one of 3 players. Correction, he's a little bit under 60%. There are 3 guys for Brunswick, though, shooting over 60% from the field. Brunswick by 3 again. 3.5 minutes in. Alexander Beeler, one of those 2 things, is in first sub of the game for Richard Bland. And he is fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Beeler, 4.9 points per game off the bench, 74% from the charity stripe. First foul of the game on Brunswick. Part of the first real recruiting class from Guillermo Cabrera. Beeler, along with Andrewville. A couple others that we'll see off the bench. No Richard Agbo this year. I think he's hurt. Victor Elisle goes cross court to Bowser. Extra pass to Kane. It down to Linwood Rowe, who puts it up and in. So Rowe's got all 4 of the 6 for Brunswick. 4 of the 7, excuse me. As Brunswick goes up by 3 again. Fishburne, bounce pass to Beeler. Brown in the corner. Brown takes it to the wing. Here is Fishburne. Ramirez lost it. And a layup is missed, but we have another whistle on the Statesmen, who have racked up 4 team fouls already. 15:33 left to go. We're just underway here in the first half. And Brunswick will shoot some more free throws when we come back. Victor Alayo is at the free throw line, 81% free throw shooter, 8 points per game for Alayo this year, shooting 47% from 3. Dolphins shot a season low 36% from the field against Gaston. They were over 60% as a team in each of the previous 2 games. So we're seeing 2 of the better defenses in Region 10, Gaston and Richard Bland, back-to-back with a roughly 2-week stretch in between those games for the Dolphins. Again, because of weather, this game was moved up. We had the first game canceled. That'll be rescheduled. So Alayo gets 1 out of 2. Dolphins 8, Statesmen 4, 15:26 to go in this first half. Fishburne has it out deep. No changes out of the timeout for Brunswick, so the lone sub, Beeler, who's putting the moves on Zion Gardner right now. Looking good. Good footwork there. Alexander Beeler has 4 off the bench. 4 of the 6, excuse me, for Richard Bland. Linwood Rowe out to Alayo, fakes the 3, steps inside the arc, long on the jumper, rebound controlled by Richard Bland. Good tiptoe on that baseline there to get it to Costin from Fishburne, who saved that possession. I always want to start this, it's a short road trip, 3 games, but Beeler's not been shy off the bench, too strong on the triple try. Alayo pocket picked by Brown. So it's going to stay with Richard Bland. Zion Gardner goes out of the game. Ty Outlaw, first off the bench. Surprised Amari Latham the way he's been balling. Not first off the bench, but it's Ty Outlaw in the game. Another sub getting ready to come on for Brunswick. Brown for 3, way off. Richard Bland's not a bad 3-point shooting team, 36%. Versant Hill is in the game early as Rowe goes out with his 4 points. 6 minutes in, Dolphins doubling up Richard Bland. Bowser trying to increase the lead. Corner 3 off the mark. Ty Outlaw with the offensive rebound, then he had it stripped. Beeler came away with it. Fishburne, front court, guarded by Alayo in the man-to-man. There's Brown with 2 points already today. Shot clock down to 8. Fishburne Swings it out, corner pocket, 3, and air ball. Darius Kane attacking. And again, blocking foul is called in that restricted area. 5 team fouls on Richard Bland, just 1 for Brunswick. So usually it's Brunswick who racks up the fouls pretty quickly, but it's been the Statesman so far. Darius Kane, how about the January for Darius so far? 15 points per game, shooting 61% from the field, 6.4 assists per game, 6.2 rebounds, 2.2 steals for Darius Kane, who connects on the first free throw. I was watching this basketball instructional video from like 1947, and the announcer kept calling it a free throw, like a touchdown. And I thought, I can irritate my audience with that. So second free throw from Darius Kane is good. Try to set a record for most thumbs down in a YouTube video. It's Ramirez going to work, bucket and the foul. Second team foul on Brunswick. So we don't see Richard Bland going quickly often. It'll be an and 1 for Andy Ramirez. I said Doyle Brown was the leading scorer. I'm wrong. Andy Ramirez, 19.1 points per game, 7.6 rebounds, and again, Region 10 leading 3.3 steals per game. 3-point play is incomplete. Hill with the rebound. It's Kane, top of the key for Sant Hill. Back out to Darius. Bowser shooting another deep one, no good. Three's just not falling. Dolphins were among the tops in the nation shooting the 3 ball earlier this year. They have cooled off dramatically, under 30% here in January. So Richard Bland within 2. They have the basketball back. 12:47 to go here until halftime. First of 2 meetings. Again, first one was supposed to be up in Virginia. Bowser with the steal. Statesman getting back defensively. So even on a turnover, you see Richard Bland not hanging their heads. They're right back to defense, and they get the turnover themselves. A steal by Fishburne. How about the guard wrestling it away from a forward? Fishburne, Beeler, Costin, now Brown on the wing, back to Ramirez. 8 to shoot. Ramirez pull up, no. Ball batted. Costin had it. It's deflected out to Beeler. Attacking Brown. Brown going to work, couldn't bank it. Alayo with the rebound. Dolphins maintaining a slim lead throughout. Here is Alayo for 3. Got it to go. First triple for Brunswick. Victor Alayo now with 4. So Dolphins up by 5. Biggest lead today for Brunswick. There's a steal now by Alayo, making back-to-back plays. And he'll go to the free throw line here. So Richard Bland making him earn it. Statesman already up to 16 fouls now. And we're going to go to another timeout. 11:30 left to go. Brunswick will have more free throws when we come back. That's me. Glad to be back with you. 11:30 to go. Brunswick at the free throw line, leading at 13-8. I'm just going to irritate everybody today. It's called Basketball is Fun. At halftime, it's on YouTube, so you don't even have to leave YouTube. Just look up Basketball is Fun. And it's from like 1947, teaching kids the game. Oh my God, it's hysterical. Riff Tracks does a thing with it. And yeah, the announcer. So second free throw from Ohio is good. He's got 5. And Brunswick is up to a 7-point lead. Now, if you're Richard Bland, you've got to be a little bit careful here. You're doing fine defensively, but the offense has to keep pace. They can't fall behind double digits. They don't have enough firepower. Jai Bowden is in for the first time. Bowden, sorry. It's Beeler up top, taking it left side. Got cut off, swings it out. 3 by Brown, no good. So Dolphins defense doing its job. Blake Bartney has come in. Corey Brewer is in. Ty Outlaw remains in. So does Bowser and Hill. Bowser, the lone starter out there. Ball fake by Bartney, 3 off the back iron. Hill getting some nice hustle plays, but bounce pass is a turnover. Ramirez with already, I believe, his second steal today. Bowden now top of the key. Here is Ramirez. Ramirez fouled. 4th team foul on Brunswick. Richard Bland's already racked up 6 of them. And Richard Bland is going to call for time. We'll take another break. 10:31 to go here until halftime. Richard Bland basketball, 20 on the shot clock. They called timeout. They've got Ramirez handing it off to Bowden. Brewer on him on the switch, 7 on the shot clock and away from the ball, an offensive foul. Illegal screen, I believe it's going to be on Costin. We'll check. That's team foul number 7 on Richard Bland, so no 1-and-1 on the offensive foul, but Dolphins are in the bonus, and that's Costin's 3rd foul already today. Nearing the midway point, Dolphins leading by 7. Here's Bartney over to Hill. Brewer in the corner, step back to Blake. Now Brewer driving. Bartney top of the key, drives into the lane, flips it up, no. Ball was tipped by Emmanuel Vonham, who's also in for Richard Bland. Vonham, Brown, Bowden going into the backcourt as he lost the ball. Beeler, and I believe Costin will come out of the game for Brunswick. Rowe is back in. And Fishburne coming back in the game for Costin. So just past the midway point here in the opening half. First of a doubleheader today. Weather-related changes. It's supposed to be one game today. The women's game against Fayetteville Tech will be about 20 minutes after this game is done. Brewer airballs the triple try. Fishburne out deep. Brown back to him. Dolphins applying pressure that far out, so you're 10 in the shot clock just getting into your offense. Fishburne swings it out, finding the open man. Beeler couldn't get that triple to go. Ty Outlaw with the outlet pass. Front court, it's Rowe. And Rowe is fouled. So Linwood Rowe going to shoot 2 free throws. Linwood Rowe, 63% free throw shooter. So matching and now surpassing Olayo for the high in the game with 6 points. And Brunswick leads it by 9, 17-8. We're inside 9 minutes to go until halftime. Vonham loses it. It's another steal for Brunswick. This time Blake Bartney swinging it out. An extra pass, and the triple way off by Durham, who's in. Put back by Outlaw, no. Second effort is good. Ty Outlaw gets his first 2. Brunswick takes its biggest lead out to 11. And again, Richard Bland has been stuck on 8 for quite some time. They've got to find things on this end. This defense has been hounding for Brunswick. Player gets tripped up there, and it's a foul on the Dolphins. We penalize defensive players way too much in this game, and the rules have to circle back around. It's the same on the other end. All Brunswick's doing is initiating contact and getting whistles. It's not fair to the defense, and it's not really the official's fault either, because that's just the way the game is officiated nowadays. Like, that's a foul. Nice job there by Beeler. Bucket and 1. But for God's sakes, if you're an offensive player and you're throwing your body into the defense, that's not a foul on the defense. And conversely, if an offensive player gets tripped up because of the ball pressure, that's not the defender's fault. But it's just everything is so ticky-tack nowadays. Especially in the college game, and especially on the guys' side. The women's side gets away with a little more contact. You'll notice. Stick around for our next game. So Beeler now is the leading scorer in the game with 7, and it's 19-11. Zone for Richard Bland. It's Bartney, scoreless, trying to change that off the back iron. Box out there by Ramirez. Again, good rebounding guard. That's just over 7.5 per game. So this is what the Statesmen need to get back in it after going down double digits. Stops and scores. Andreville back in, gets cut off, and then that ball was deflected by Brunswick, they say. So Richard Bland is going to have 15 on the shot clock when we come back. 7:38 to go. It's an 8-point lead for the Dolphins. All right, welcome back. 7:38 left to go. And Richard Bland will have the basketball, 15 on the shot clock, just 30 combined points here in this one. We expected it to be low scoring, and it has been. Two of the better defenses in Region 10. So let's see what Guillermo Cabrera came up with that media timeout to work with. Well, they're going to get a reach there. Easy call to make. With 9 on the shot clock, you've got Richard Bland out near midcourt. That's a bad foul. 7th team foul on Brunswick, so free throws. I almost said it too fast, like a normal human being. Andy Ramirez, 79% from the line. Scoreless so far today, and the front end is no good. The free throws are not going down for either team. We haven't seen Jordan Barr in quite some time. He's in the game. Here is Durham going to work. Couldn't bank it. Follows his miss, and he's fouled. So Durham, 57% free throw shooter. People just tuning in, like, is this guy AI? Why is he saying it like that? Durham, 7.4 points per game this year. And again, it's another 1 out of 2 for Brunswick. So Dolphins back up by 9. They've led by as many as 11 here in this first half. And more whistles. Again, 76 free throws in the last Dolphins home game. 76 in a 40-minute game. So Beeler back at the line. Again, game's leading scorer was 7. This is still a 1-and-1. Boy, Richard Bland, these are real good opportunities for them to work themselves back in the game that they are just not taking advantage of. This is a 1-2-2 zone, and that's going to be an offensive foul. So ball goes back to the Statesman. So Brunswick with 3 games in 8 days after being off for that extended period because of the weather. First here today, it's Fishburne, top of the key to Brown. Brown from deep. That's a contested 3. Good defense there from Brunswick. Barr the rebound, gets it out, and it's Durham for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's deflected to Richard Bland. Front court, here's Ramirez. Ramirez into the lane. Oh, beautiful pass and beautiful recovery defensively there on the block from Brunswick. Ty Outlaw. And Ty Outlaw goes right to work and scores. That's what you got to do. That's a smart play for Brunswick. You've got your big man making defensive plays. You reward him on the offensive end. 22-11 Dolphins. 5:53 to go until halftime. Again, another beautiful dime. This time, more patient offense there from Beeler. So Beeler waited for the right moment. Linwood Rowe gets it out to Durham on the right wing. Darius Kane is back in. Outlaw to the cutter Rowe at the free throw line. Low over a double team, no good. Here's Ramirez slowing things down with 5:16 to go in the half. Bowden back in. Ramirez double teamed. Well, they leave Beeler, the leading scorer in the game, and he says, okay. 12 in the half. More than double his season average already. Ty Outlaw driving down, had his pocket picked, gets it back, then he's tied up with Fishburne. How about the little guy? Dove Fishburne, the redshirt sophomore. That's some hustle basketball there as Jamie Brooks comes into the game. A couple other subs for Walter Shaw we'll tell you about. Here's the first appearance for Amari Latham, so a late sub for Walter Shaw. Amari Latham has been playing great in January with 13.5 points, shooting 66% from the field, but deep in the rotation here today. So Amari is in. I mentioned Barr, Durham still in, Darius Kane, and Brooks. That's the 5 for Brunswick. And immediately a whistle. Let's see if we can get past 76 free throws here today. Why not? Andy Ramirez, 79% at the line again. This is a guy you don't want to give freebies to. Dolphins have really racked up the fouls in the last couple of minutes. They've already put Richard Bland in the double bonus. And Ramirez, who's been quiet in the first half so far, he can now get into rhythm at the charity stripe. So Ramirez with 4, 22-18. 7-0 run here for the Statesmen. Brooks is fouled. So again, both teams in the double bonus. Jamie Brooks is going to go to the free throw line, excuse me. Jamie Brooks, 78% from the charity stripe this season. Brooks gets them both, so 2 quick points for Jamie off the bench. That ends a 7-0 run and puts Brunswick back up by 6. 4:14 to go here until halftime. Turnover there. Miscommunication. Not totally sure, but it's Dolphins basketball. It's Darius Kane. There's Durham. Barr gets a screen. That's going to be a moving screen on Brooks. So we've got a timeout, 3:58 left to go here in this first half, and the Dolphins have been up by as many as 11, but Statesmen are hanging around. 3:58 left to go. It's a 6-point game, and it's Richard Bland with the basketball. Credit the Statesmen. They've gone down double digits a couple of times, been able to work themselves back, hanging around here against Dolphins. And like we said, what we expected to be a defensive battle certainly has lived up to that. Free ball in and out, open look that doesn't go down, and here comes Brunswick into the front court. Darius Kane, top of the key. It's Durham getting it to Brooks. Brooks, quick trigger, no good. Rebound, Ramirez. Beeler off the bench for Richard Bland with a dozen. Ramirez has 4. That's basically all the scoring. Here is Bowden for 3. Three's not falling consistently for the Statesmen. Brunswick, I think Ohio might have the only triple for them. Latham driving in. Cut off. Here's Darius Kane. Around the world, no. It's Ramirez attacking. Ramirez can't bank it. Good defense there by Jamie Brooks using that wingspan. Here's Kane. Oh, nice pass by Darius Kane, and then the layup is blown by Durham. So good defense here today, but some pretty easy ones being missed both sides of the basketball. Again, we expected a game maybe in the 60s. It might be in the 50s. Again, both of these teams have had some time off. Don't forget that. This man is red hot, though. So we've got a game where we've got 45 points total, and Beeler's got 15. He's got a third of the game's points, and he's got 15 of the 21 for Richard Bland. So an 11-point lead for Brunswick is now down to just 3. Dolphins trying to get cooking again as Latham comes up empty. Latham stays with it, and he's fouled. Amari Latham will shoot 2 more free throws here. It's irritating to me. I forgot, Richard Bland people might be watching this. I'm supposed to do the Region 10 tournament. They're going to fire me before we started. Stop it, Chris. Again, it's called Basketball is Fun, and Riff Tracks does a thing. It's on YouTube. Look it up at halftime. It's hysterical. All right, so Amari Latham is at the line. First point for him today. I mentioned he's having a great January, 13.5 points, 66% of field goals. And that was a weird free throw there from Latham, who shot it just almost as soon as he got the ball. Brooks tried for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds back to Richard Bland. It was 22-11, so it's a 10-3. Did I do that math right? Yeah, 10-3 extended run here for Richard Bland. That ball poked away. Latham can't save it, though. Just ran out of room. Oh, no, they say it wasn't touched by Brunswick. I thought that might have been off the Dolphins, but they say Statesman touched it last. So Brunswick gets a break there. Darius Kane into the front court. Quiet game for him, just 2 points. Latham, corner pocket. Air ball. Rebound to Beeler. Outlet pass goes to Ramirez, and he's fouled from behind. So Andy Ramirez goes to the line. Again, we've been in the double bonus. This game looking a lot like that Gaston game. Again, 76 attempts from the charity stripe in that game. That should be outlawed. Ramirez now up to 5 points today. Again, you're getting him comfortable at the charity stripe. You've held him in check offensively, but you keep fouling him. And one of the leading scorers in Region 10 getting into a nice little rhythm here at the charity stripe. He's up to 6 points. And the 11-point lead is now just 2. Well, it was about the time we said Richard Bland needed to get it going. They needed to keep pace that they've woken up. Victor Alayo is back in the game. He's got the basketball. Jamie Brooks at the free throw line, driving in, attacks and scores. What a move there by Jamie. He's got a lot of athleticism. Doyle Brown out deep, 74% from the free throw line, 43% from three. He'll trigger a triple. Brooks with the board. Shot clock is off here for Brunswick. Good eye there by Darius Kane. So Dolphins will, barring something very strange, take the halftime lead. They've led. There's been no ties, no lead changes, but it's been very tight throughout. Right now it's a 4-point lead, and Walter Shaw is going to call timeout with 9.5 seconds left to go here until halftime. All right, so I know our scoreboard's still a little goofy, but it's a 4-point game, and there's 9.5 seconds here, 27-23 Dolphins. Alayo on the inbound, Darius Kane. Ooh, Darius Kane putting the moves on there. He had a shot blocked. What recovery there down low from the Statesman. I'm not sure if that was Ramirez who got the block. I couldn't see. The Dolphins still have 2.3 to work with here, so but that was a nasty move by Kane. It was a great block shot. Oh, they leave Bowser alone. His three, no good. And again, a low-scoring defensive battle, pretty much what we expected here in this Region 10 showdown. It's 27-23 Brunswick here at halftime. We'll take the 15-minute halftime break. We'll be back for all the second half action here in just a bit. All right, welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you as we're underway here in this second half. Dolphins leading in a defensive battle, 27-23, and Jamie Brooks gets the start here in the second half, continues his offensive prowess as he gets the first bucket. You can see we kind of talked about the glare might be a problem. I was kind of hoping it'd be done in the second half, and it looks like it's gotten worse here in the second half. So it's just the way the building was designed, the way the sun comes in. So on that end of the court, it'll be tough to see things, and our scoreboard might suffer as a result as Jamie Brooks goes to work again. Jamie Brooks has 8. Rowe with 6, Alayo with 5, Outlaw with 4, Kane with 2, Gardner with 2, 1 for Durham, 1 for Latham. For Richard Bland, leading scorer in the game for all scorers is Alexander Beeler. He's got 15 points. Ramirez with 6, and then 8 for Brown. As that bucket is good. So Brown now has 4. 31-25, Jamie Brooks again down low, and he's tied up. Possession arrow favors Richard Bland. Dolphins led by as many as 11. It was 22-11. Richard Bland got within 2. Now Dolphins back up by 6. First of a doubleheader. We'll have the women's game 20-30 minutes after this one is done. So Beeler getting the start here in the second half. Good defense there. Gets it out to Brown for 3, and his shot is way off. Three-pointers not really falling for either side here in this one. Rowe out deep with it. They keep feeding Brooks. Brooks off on that one. Tipped rebound is chased down by Richard Bland. It's Ramirez. Ramirez giving it up to Fishburne, and he is fouled. Dove Fishburne will go to the free throw line. Who watched it at halftime? Who watched the... If you're just joining us, it's an inside joke at this point. Second foul on Darius Kane, and the first foul of the half for either team. Dove Fishburne, usually 75% at the line, but he misses, averaging 6 assists per game. Fishburne, I believe, is tied for the lead in Region 10 in assists per game. I know he's 1. I don't know if somebody else has matched him or not. Gets 1 out of 2. It's a 5-point game. We're 2 minutes into the second half. Brunswick at 15-3. They are unbeaten at home. In fact, they are unbeaten in the last season and a half at home. Brunswick has not lost since February of 2024 on its home court. Extra chance opportunity, and Victor Alayo buries his second triple of the day. These two teams were supposed to play up in Virginia the weekend that the big storm hit. Good ball movement here for Richard Bland. Ramirez corner 3, no good. A rebound controlled by Kane. Got to get back to attacking the basket, Richard Bland. Right now they're settling. Alayo, second triple is good. Back-to-back threes for Victor Alayo. And this matches the biggest lead of the game for Brunswick. So Victor Alayo now has 11 points. There's Linwood Rowe, and we got a blocking foul called. They're going to count that basket. I think he signaled that's an and 1. They usually don't give that kind of continuation. You see that kind of continuation in the NBA, although even in the NBA they've started to cut back on that. And now the two officials are talking. We haven't seen the scoreboard change, so it is no basket. And I think that's the right call. That's not personal opinion. I think continuation should be a little more liberal, but letter of the law, I think they got that right. So it'll just be an inbound here, and both teams with an early team foul here in this second half. Darius Kane with a quiet afternoon, as he looks to inbound. Tough inbound there to Bowser. It's deflected, and players getting tied up. Possession arrow favors Brunswick, though, so it'll stay with the Dolphins. Richard Bland has yet to win on the road this season. They are 0-3. Start of a three-game road trip for Richard Bland. Dolphins have 4 of 5 at home here in the first couple of weeks of February, pending that Richard Bland reschedule. Alley-oop is off the mark, and the Dolphins turn it over here. But still matching its biggest lead, 37-26. They also led 22-11 in that first half. Ramirez being hounded. Stifling defense right now. They get it down low. Costin blocked by Brooks. What a half for Jamie Brooks so far. Doing it on the offensive and defensive end. Brooks, here we go again, slam dunk. Defense to offense for Jamie Brooks. He's going to be the bulk of the highlight package so far here in the second half. And now it's a steal. Here's Bowser into the front court. Bowser going to work, scoop and score. Brunswick answers right back, and this is starting to look like a blowout in the making. Richard Bland again has to respond here on the offensive end. Just 2 points so far in the quarter. Fishburne swings it out. Brown back out to Fishburne. Dolphins in a zone. Fishburne trying to dribble out of it. Had to save the basketball, and I think that's going to be, let's see what the call is here. I think that might have been a my bad, although if he lost the handle and picked it up and dribbled again, I don't know. We'll sort that out. We'll take time out here. 15:26 left to go here in the first half. Media timeout. All right, 15:28 left to go. Biggest lead for Brunswick is out to 15. Dolphins have led wire to wire. There's been no ties, no lead changes. It's been relatively tight in that first half. Dolphins have come out strong here in the second period. Bowden is in as he gets it in the Costin. Shot clock winding down here. It's at 5. Brown attacks, pull up at the free throw line, got it to go. So Brown has 6. Much needed points here for Richard Bland. They've got the defense to get back in this. They've got to take care of the basketball, though. It's been all runouts here in this second half for Brunswick as Fouls are in and out. No field goals yet for Elias, who averages 13 a game. He's got just one here today. It's been the Jamie Brooks show here in the second half as he goes to work defensively again. This time it's a foul, though, after the initial block shot on Ramirez. Beeler now up to 17 points and a chance to make it 18 at the free throw line. And the old school three-point play is complete, so Beeler up to 18 in the game. And Richard Bland again within 10. Now, last time Dolphins went up by 11, Richard Bland got within 2 before the Dolphins pushed it out to 15. So we'll see here. That's going to be a reach on Bowden, I believe. So both teams with 2 team fouls with 14:37 to go in the game. Victor Alayo, top of the key. Bounce pass to Darius Kane. Alayo, heat check, hit his first 2. He's got 3. 3 triples in the second half, 4 overall in the game for Victor Alayo, who's now got 14. Team high. Steal by Kane, throw ahead to Vic. Tried to throw it down, and he's blocked but fouled. Darius Kane averaging over 2 steals per game. That is team foul number 3 on the Statesman for Victor Alayo, 81% free throw shooter. Victor Alayo has 15. Alayo now with 16. And the lead right back to 15 for Brunswick. Not allowing any runs thus far here in the second half. Boy, Ramirez trying to go to work. He's stripped again. Another turnover for Richard Bland. Alayo forced that pass, though. So Costin recovers for the Statesman. Top of the key, Dove Fishburne for 3. Rebound by Brooks. Victor Alayo with the ball fake. Shoot it, Victor. Gives it up to Kane instead. The deep 3 is good for Darius. Darius Kane, second basket, I believe, and the biggest lead for Brunswick grows out to 18 points. Dolphins continue to roll. 3 by Ramirez, air ball. You can feel this one. Dolphins looking to put the finishing touches here. Layup is good by Linwood Rowe, who's out to 8 points, and the lead is out to 20. Well, credit Brunswick coming out of the gates here in the second half. They have really defensively come out strong. It's been defense to offense. That's the reason. You know, when you don't allow this Richard Bland defense to get set, it's really a good opportunity to get out and run, and we've seen that a number of times here for Brunswick off of some sloppy play here in the second half for the Statesmen. Richard Bland going to get some free throws, though, here as Jermaine Costin goes to the line. Almost a double-double guy. 9.2 points, 10.8 rebounds a game, 1.6 blocks per game. Costin leads Region 10 in rebounding, and he's 3rd in blocks per game. And that is his first point today. Zion Gardner, who started the game, comes in for Jamie Brooks. Shout out to Jamie. What a game it's been thus far for him. Costin with 2. And it's an 18-point game now. Darius Kane, top of the key. Against the zone for Richard Bland. There's Linwood Rowe. This is Trey Herbert in for the first time. Kane now with 8 on the shot clock. Gets it out to Trey. Trey steps left, fires a triple, no good. We'll call it a pass to Linwood Rowe, who couldn't score. And then it's out of bounds off the Statesman. So Dolphins going to get the basketball back. Active hands for Brunswick. Trey Herbert, right wing. 8 to shoot for Brunswick. Open look in the corner. Bowser can't get it to go. Well, if Richard Bland's going to make a run, now's the time to do it. We're just inside 12 to go. Instead, they turn it over here. And then it's stripped out of bounds. 11:48 left to go in the game. It's all Brunswick here in this second half. They've led by as many as 20 right now, enjoying an 18-point lead. All right, welcome back. Dolphins with 11:48 left to go. Having a strong second half, leading it 51-33. Dolphins had 27 points at halftime. They've already got 24 here in the second period. So 26 on the shot clock, plenty of time to work with, and they go down low to Rowe, who's blocked. They say there was contact there. So Richard Bland going to give up 2 more free throws. So Rowe gets 1 out of 2. Linwood Rowe now with 9 points. Lead out to 19 for the Dolphins. Is Jordan Durham going to come into the game or not? There was a little indecision there. He went back and forth. Now he's at the scorer's table, so next whistle we'll see him. Beeler's been hot, gives the ball up. Bowden for 3, yes. And away from the ball, we have a whistle. I believe it came after the shot. So they are going to count that basket, which I do believe is a triple. And then Beeler is going to get, or is Richard Bland going to get the basketball back here? They will. So Jordan Durham does check in. And Richard Bland gets an extra possession here. So this could be a real big turnaround. Beeler, nice footwork. Boy, he has been something. 20 here today. He came in averaging 4.9 points, shooting 27% from 3. He has been on fire. So a 20-point lead down to 14. Again, plenty of time in this one for Richard Bland. Dolphins got to keep the pressure up. Durham loses it, gets it back. Gets it to the cutter, Darius Kane. Kane gives it back up. Durham for 3. Yes! And I believe, again, there's a whistle after the play. I believe this is going to count for Durham. So the basket is good. The foul will be on Brunswick. And so, waiting to see. Yeah, okay, so the foul was put up. So that is the 15th foul. That's what I was waiting on there for Brunswick. Ball deflected. Bowden goes backcourt to get it. Beeler Ramirez for 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Brown, down low. Beeler another and 1. Got to feed the hot hand. As the Statesmen try to hang around here. 16 foul on the Dolphins with still 10:42 to go in this game. Plenty of time here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a season high 23 now for Beeler. Trey Herbert against the zone gives it up. Corner 3 is no good. Blake Bartney scoreless still. Here comes Richard Bland down low. Bowden in a sea of defenders. Why did he shoot that basketball? He had a guy wide open at the top of the key, and I think he saw him too. He's maybe looking for contact. I don't know. Bad decision there, though. Dolphins, let's see if they can capitalize. Trey Herbert throws it up and in. First points of the game for Trey. And the lead grows out to 16. We're at the midway point here in this second half. All Dolphins. They've led wire to wire. It was close in the first half. Dolphins have been up by as many as 20 here in the second half. Bowden gives it up. It's swung over to Ramirez in the corner. 3 is good. Finally, Ramirez sees one go down from deep. And a timeout is called by the Statesmen. We'll step aside as well. 9:45 left to go. 57-44. Welcome back, everybody. 9:45 left to go in the game, and it's 57-44 Brunswick. Lead is 13 for the Dolphins. It's been as much as 20 if you're just joining us. First of a doubleheader. Ladies taking on Fayetteville Tech. Trojans and Dolphins. Half hour roughly after this game is over. Still a long way to go, though. Trey Herbert, Jordan Durham playing hot potato in the backcourt with it. There's Darius Kane with 10 to shoot. And the triple goes in and out. Offensive rebound by Bartney. He'll back it out. Again, against the zone for Richard Bland. Blake Bartney back to Darius Kane. Kane, another deep look off the back iron. Ball deflected, coming away with it is Brown. Brown looking to push. Brown gets it back. Scoop and score off the glass by Doyle Brown. He's up to 8 points, came in averaging 18.2. So that lead is 11. Now we've got an offensive foul here by Zion Gardner. That is Zion's third foul. Jamie Brooks will come in. 8 points, a bunch of blocks today for Jamie. Into the forecourt, it's Bowden. Ramirez. And Ramirez got discombobulated. Dolphins force another turnover. And again, trying to get out on the run. Trying not to let the defense get set, but they turn it over themselves. If you want to nitpick today, a few too many turnovers for Brunswick. Can they stop this guy, Beeler? Up to 23 points today. Throws it up. Jamie Brooks does the job again. Defensive weapon today for Walter Shaw's team. 8 minutes left to go in the game. Dolphins by 11. This one's still not over. Dolphins have cooled off here on this side of the court. And that pass deflected by Richard Bland. That is going to take us to another timeout with 7:53 left to go in the game. Brunswick, again, up double figures. .53 left to go in the game. Dolphins with the basketball, 13 on the shot clock, and Victor Alayo is back in the game out of the timeout. Team high 16 points for Alayo, who stepped out of bounds there. Dolphins are keeping that door open for Richard Bland here. Let's see if the Statesmen can capitalize. Bowden. Doyle Brown dribbling through a double team. Lost it, got it back. Out to Ramirez with 10 to shoot. Andy Ramirez, top of the key for three. Got another one. And the lead is single digits for Brunswick. Here comes Richard Bland yet again, 57-49. And we got another whistle. If it's on Richard Bland, that would be team foul number 5. It's the second foul on Fishburne. Linwood Rowe back in the game. Elias Bowser checking back in as well. Inside 7 minutes to go. Dolphins in desperate need of some points here. They've been scoreless for some time. Darius Kane to down low, extra pass to Brooks. Brooks misses the first, blocked on the second, but fouled. 16 foul on Richard Bland. So both teams will be in the 1-and-1. Jamie Brooks, chance to get into double figures now. It's been a great game for him. He's got 9 points. Nice job on the defensive side of things as well. With at least 2 blocks, he might have 3. And he is in double figures. Lead back to 10 for Brunswick. Beeler has a game-high 23, gives it up to Brown, corner 3 off the back rim. One-arm rebound there by Bowser. Darius Kane into the front court. Kane attacking. Kane throws it up. What a tough basket, looking for a whistle. Didn't get the call. Looked like a lot of contact, but a nasty move nonetheless from Darius Kane. Bowden up top. Ooh, Ramirez had trouble with it and ran out of real estate. Another turnover for Richard Bland. They have been unable to take care of the basketball consistently enough here in this second half. Tough angle there. Elias Bowser's bailed out by another whistle. So Bowser, who hasn't really found his offensive game here today, just 1 point, will go to the line. Bowser on the year averaging 13 points per game. Again, good free throw shooter at 84%. So Richard Bland able to cut it to single digits after going down by 20 early in the second half. Dolphins now have pushed it back out to 14. 5:48 left to go. Andy Ramirez in the corner, bounce pass, turnaround, fading away. Doyle Brown, tough basket to get him into double digits now with 10 points. Richard Bland hanging around. All deflected, and they call Bowden. So again, both teams in the 1-and-1. Costin is back in for the Statesman. Richard Bland, again, start of a 3-game road trip. They're at Wake Tech Wednesday at 6 p.m. Cape Fear will be in town, the rival game on Wednesday for Brunswick. Keep an eye on the weather. I think you guys are going to get some snow down there this weekend. Enjoy it. So Kane now up to 9 points. Could always lead to some postponements, so just keep an eye on things. Good cut there, good ball movement. Beeler is up to 25 of the 53 for Richard Bland. Bowser with the fake. Bowser blows just right past the defense there. Parting of the seas. Elias Bowser now with 5. And if you're the Dolphins right now, you are more than happy to trade baskets as Costin buries a triple in the corner, and we're going to get another timeout here for Richard Bland. 4:50 left to go in the game. Dolphins lead by 11. 4:50 to go in the game. It's Dolphins basketball leading comfortably, I'd say, by 11. But haven't quite put away Richard Bland yet. Victor Elia's been the hottest hand today for Brunswick with 16 points. He gets the basketball back here. Bounce passes it down to Linwood Rowe. No, Linwood Rowe's second effort is good. So Linwood, double figures for him now with 11 points. Beeler trying to make some moves. He's been hot today, and they bail him out with a whistle. That is ticky-tack. That's kind of what I was talking about in the first half, where you just punish the defense for playing tough-nosed basketball. And again, it's just the way it's called nowadays. So, Beeler 74% at the line. Has missed very little of anything today. Free throws, threes, twos, whatever. It's been his game. And he's got a chance here. Get his team within 11. Still a lot to ask. But again, so far right now for Brunswick, you'll take this because it's pretty much just been trading baskets back and forth. Second effort good there for Darius Kane. Darius Kane now has 11. Ball poked away, Victor Elia with the steal. Here comes Brunswick, and Brooks is fouled. Jamie Brooks is going to go to the free throw line. And I think we're going to have another timeout before that. 3:29 left to go in the game. We will step aside yet again. All right, welcome back to Brunswick with 3:29 left to go in the game. Free throws here for Jamie Brooks, who is in double figures today with 10 points. Scoring and defense today. If you had to give the game ball to anybody, it'd probably be Jamie Brooks today. Victor Elia leads him with 16 points, but Brooks has done a nice job on both sides of the basketball. Elia has as well with a couple of deflections, so one of those two guys for sure. And again, right now, just Richard Bland unable to make many inroads. They've been hanging around, but it's back out to 15, and it's looking bleak right now for the Statesmen, as they still are seeking their first road win of the year, although just 3 games on the road up until today. So not a Darius Kane called for the foul there. That'll be team foul number 9 on Brunswick. So last 1-and-1 of the game. Doyle Brown 74% at the line this season. So the front end is no good. That's a biggie there for Richard Bland. You pretty much need everything to go perfect here in these final 3 minutes. And if you're the Brunswick, clock's your friend right now, and you can see him playing patient offense here. In the corner, Alayo, in and out. Rare miss. He's got 4 triples, I believe. 3 of those here in the second half, if I've got those numbers right. Everything's in my head, and y'all know how my head is. So take it with a grain of salt. I know the points are right, though. Costin, corner 3, hit one there earlier, not this time. Darius Kane, the rebound. Dolphins looking like they're going to pick up win number 16 on the year. Go to 2-1 in Region 10 play. What a rocket pass that was. That's an and one for Bowser. Whew, nasty. Brunswick going to keep this home winning streak alive. They're going to go to 10-0 at home. And again, February 25th, 2024, the last home loss. The last home loss was to Spartanburg Methodist, who has been in the NAIA for 2 years now. Bowser now with 8 points. John Jackson has come into the game as Walter Shaw has gone deeper into the bench here in closing time. 3 is no good by Doyle Brown. Darius Kane, another rebound. I like when John Jackson comes in because he's immediately calling for the basketball. You can't miss that wingspan. Come on, Darius, give him the ball. I know you see him, Darius. Instead, it's a turnover. And it's going to be a foul there on Jackson. So free throws to come here for Richard Bland. Pad their stats a little bit. So Statesmen are going to fall to 6-8, 0-4 on the road, 2-4 in Region 10 play as well. When these final 90-plus seconds tick off. Again, Guillermo Cabrera's second year for him. They've got the defensive identity. The problem is when you go up against an offensive weapon like Brunswick and a defensive power too. You know, Brunswick, really, they've been able to build this big lead here in the second half because of defense to offense. When you can't get set defensively, it's very difficult. Caden Brewer has come into the game as well for the Dolphins. Trey Herbert also back in. So Brewer and Jackson, Blake Bartney, and Hill are the 4 players who have played and haven't scored yet. Oh, my goodness. Victor Alayo with another. Inside a minute to go. Costin hangs and scores. Costin now with 7 points today. Dolphins fans, again, next game is Wednesday, and it's the big one, the rival game against Cape Fear. That will be always fun. It's always fun. You know, Cape Fear dominated that series for so long, and now the tide has sort of turned, although Cape Fear has won a couple, including a Region 10 championship game. Brunswick and Cape Fear, they've met, I believe it's 2 of the last 3 Region 10 championships. And each team has won one, so it's turned into a really fun rivalry now that it's gotten more competitive after that long period that Cape Fear sort of dominated it. So Costin back at the line here. For Brunswick, all you got to do is take care of the basketball, run this clock out, close the door on this chapter of the season. Jamie Brooks, patient offense there. For Brooks, he's got 14. And that should be the last shot of the game here for Brunswick. Beeler, what an afternoon for him. Unfortunately, it'll be in a loss, but doesn't take away from his offensive performance here today. 29 points, a game high, but it's all Brunswick here in the second half as they win it 81-63. Folks, we got to head out pretty quickly here because we got another game coming up, so we're going to go away. 81-63 again, Dolphins win it. Game number 2 is coming up in about a half hour. It's the Dolphins women taking on Fayetteville Tech. Come on back for that one. Thanks for watching, everybody.